Hey everyone! I just thought I would jump on here quick and I'll record a new video. I feel like it's been forever since I uploaded that first one. So I figured I would try to record one today. Sorry, JJ is actually right in front of me watching a TV show, and my parents are actually redoing the floor upstairs. So I'm sorry if this video is hard to hear. Hopefully, if it's impossible to hear me over everything, I will just not upload it, and I will do a new one whenever I get the chance. So, holy cow, today is 30 days, a whole month before our wedding. So that is super exciting. So I thought I would record a quick video on how Phil and I met and how he proposed to me. I'll just put them in one. So we met, oh my gosh, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. We met a while ago. He was friends with Luke. He's still friends with Luke, one of our best friends. We hang out with them all the time, Luke and Bethany. He was best friends with, well, he wasn't best friends with them, but he was friends with Luke. And I was friends with Luke's ex-girlfriend, who I'm no longer friends with. And so they were actually having like a little party, a little get together at their old apartment. And so I went with some friends, he went with some friends, and we actually met in the elevator. And the first thing I remember seeing was his tattoo that he had just gotten that day. Hopefully I can figure out how to edit and I can post a picture of the tattoo. So you guys can see it. I was like, I don't even know. I was like, oh my gosh, I love your tattoo. And looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so dumb. Why did I say that? Why was that my first thing that came out of my mouth? But whatever. So that was the only thing that I like said to him all night. Like, was, oh my gosh, I love your tattoo. And then like all night, I guess I just like kept coming up to him and I was like, oh my god, let me see your tattoo again. Like, so dumb. So dumb. And I actually, like a few weeks prior to meeting him, I had fallen down the stairs and sprained my ankle. So I actually had a boot on. So it's super funny. That's like how he remembers me. Like I remembered him by the tattoo, and he remembered me having a boot on. So super funny. So we messaged on Facebook and like texted here and there, like when we first met. But nothing really happened. Like we just like both weren't really ready for anything. Like I feel like he was more ready for a relationship and I was just kind of like like I was like what, a junior, I don't even know. I was in high school. I was 17 and he was almost 20 when we met. So I was like whatever, like I'm not really looking for anything. Fast forward, he joins the Navy. I obviously have JJ. Like we lived our lives. And one day he added me on Snapchat and I was like, who the heck is, like, who is this? And I texted Morgan, who I was still friends with at the time, and I was like, oh my god, isn't this that one guy that, like, was at one of your parties once? And she was like, oh my gosh, that's so weird, like, whatever. So we started talking on Snapchat, and he actually had posted something about him watching One Tree Hill, and I was like, don't judge me, and I was like, I, like, messaged him. So, I mean, technically, I made the first move, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I love that show. That's my favorite show. And we kind of, like, bonded over that, and then just started talking from there. And, like, all my friends at the time, who, really funny, I'm actually no longer friends with, were like, oh my gosh, he's so perfect for you. Like, that's amazing. Like, how perfect is it that you found somebody who loves that show, like, just as much as you do? So insane. So, like, I was kind of like, whatever. He's in the Navy. He lives far away. Like, do I really want to get into a relationship with somebody that I can't even see? Like, so, after a few weeks of just kind of, like, talking on the phone, and Skyping, we ended up dating, like, officially, and we had, like, Skype dates all the time. A few months later, he came to visit. He came home and visited, and then like 2 months after that is when I flew out to see him in Virginia. That's where he was stationed. And we actually drove to Wilmington. Here goes the floor stuff, so I'm so sorry if you guys can't hear me. We drove to Wilmington, and that's actually where One Tree Hill was shot. And so we like had this whole list of things we were gonna go see, like all the houses from the TV show, the school, like all this stuff, and it was so fun. Best day of my life. Hopefully I can figure out how to put some pictures up in the video. If not, I will post them on my Instagram story and go check them out. It is like the best place I've ever been to. My favorite day ever. And so it was hot and we were sweaty and we were hungry and we were like, oh my gosh, let's just go back to the hotel room. He's like, no, I want to find this one place. It was the bench. Those of you who have seen One Tree Hill, it was the bench where Haley and Nathan, like Haley tutored Nathan, and he gave her the little bracelet out of the Cracker Jack box and was like, don't say I never gave you anything. And so he was like, let's go find the bench. And I was like, no, honey, I'm so hot. Like, let's just go get food and go back to the hotel. Like, I'm done for the day. He was like, no, I really want to find it. So we sat down at the bench. We found the bench, sat down at the bench, and he asked this guy to take our picture. And then he took our picture, and I stood up to leave because I was like, okay, like this is done. And he like grabbed my hand. He's like, wait. And then he got down on one knee and had this whole cute speech. We actually recorded it, but it's really embarrassing because we're both like emotional wrecks. Andy can barely hear us, and then like a boat had just parked like on like right behind us, and so there's like people, and it's just like, it's not a good video, so I'm not gonna post that. That's just something that Phil and I have to look back on and laugh at because it's funny. But yeah, that is where he proposed, and it was amazing. And then we finished out that trip, going to a Jason Aldean concert the next day, and then I went home, and then like a month later he was home. So then we started planning a wedding. So it has been a crazy ride, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, hopefully I can figure out how to put some pictures on this video, and you guys can see all of our fun adventures. So if you like this, go ahead and like the video, and make sure to subscribe.